Hello, my name is Valen McGann, and today I'll be speaking to you about my idea and my work, and the sort of procedures I took, and what my idea is all about. So, firstly, what we have over here, the introduction, is the project proposal. And what this is an overview of what I've learned over the past 2 years of studying creative media production. Also, the project concept about what my idea is all about and what I plan to do with it. And thirdly, and lastly, you have the evaluation. So this is really what my target audience is all about, and like who I plan to send my final edit to. For example, exposure. Also, my research findings, and this was done to help me progress in my idea and to help me gain more knowledge and insight into my idea because this helped me develop it and for it to really pull off well. So, what is my idea all about? So, it's called Narcissus, and it is a modern day remake. Well, I want to do a modern day remake I because of the whole problem with social media in this day and age with young people. In my short film, Narcissus is consistently taking images of himself and snapping images using his phone, and that is what is happening in this day and age with young people always taking images and posting them online. So I wanted to do a more modern day mythology on the Greek myth because it happened over 200 years ago. I wanted to do something very modernized and normal. So this is the synopsis. So like I said, modern day remake of the Greek mythology. So I really wanted to do this to show an indication of what it is like with young people being too immersed in themselves. And also, what we have over here is the my project, the schedule I followed, and this really helped me because it helped me to do things accordingly to plan, and for me to sort of get things done the right way. Also, what we have over here is the character profile. So this young man over here who plays Narcissus, his name is Francesco Clara in real life. He plays Narcissus, and he is the self-absorbed and conceited, proud young man who is always so vain. And over here you have this young lady is called Ophelia, and she briefly appears in the short film. And Narcissus, he doesn't even notice her because he's just so busy taking images of himself and always snapping images, and he doesn't even notice Ophelia. So also what we have over here is similar production. So what this really means is productions that are somewhat similar to mine, but what I did with these similar productions is I got influence from them and I applied it to my own. So I got some style and some of the concepts from the similar productions, and I applied it to my own work, and this really did help me to sort of how to structure my idea and how to plan it out well and accordingly to plan. This is some of my primary research I did, so audience demographics and how they hear about short films, etc., etc. Um, Let me move on to my target audience. So the my short film has a target audience towards the BBC Three. The channel, since the channel has a main audience of 16 to 34-year-olds, also my short film is aimed towards 16 to 34-year-olds, both male and female. Also, the E4 demographics, and what I really did with the E4 is I got some information about who their target audience is and I applied it to my own work. So in some sense, E4 is certainly my target audience because of the sort of people who watch E4 and like what their social class is and more. Also, this, let me just show you what we have over here is a newspaper article, and it is about, this is an example to sort of back up my idea. So what we have over here is oh, this is a very important quote. A new study has found that teenagers who engage with social media during the night could be damaging their sleep and increasing their risk of anxiety and depression. See, this really did help me because it helped me further my idea, and it really did back up what I plan to do. So that's why I made the short film of Narcissus, to sort of highlight what the sort of problems that are happening in this day and age with young people who are always taking images and going onto social media, and they possibly have no idea that it is potentially harmful towards their psychological health. So these are a couple of books that I read. So why is it always about you? So what we the title there is very self-explanatory. Also, the seven deadly sins of narcissism, that subtitle there, and this book really did help me because it highlighted the sort of what people are like when they have the trait narcissism, and the sort of things that they do and how they feel about themselves, and like just how they are, like from always from day one, and how they are every single day. These books really did help me because it made me gain insight and in order to how to structure my idea, how to structure my own project according to plan. And because I read the books, I now have more knowledge and insight into Narcissus about my idea. What we have over here is a mood board, and these are images to sort of incline to the viewer um, what um, what my project is about. And because what we have over here is a young lady taking selfies using her phone, and in a way that's very similar to my own idea, because Narcissus does take lots of selfies on his phone. So the mood board here is just showing you what my idea is all about without the person sort of guessing, without them knowing what my title is, Narcissus. So just show you. Oh, this is a location recce. So these are the sort of areas that which I filmed in. So I filmed it in a place called Old Courthouse Recreation Ground, and it is like a park where I plan to shoot away from the public because I didn't want any too many disturbances. Also, I plan to film next to a church, but with me getting all the shots that I wanted and all the scenes, and me wrapping up the shoot early because everything was all done accordingly right, I didn't film next to the church, but I planned to, but that it didn't happen in the end because everything was all done right and I had all the shots that I needed. Oh, this is what we have over here is this is my research that I did, and this is some of my research because I have some other research in my folder. And what we have over here is focus groups. So I wanted to do focus groups to sort of to get audience feedback onto my idea and see if it actually works. Over here is our generation summed up. So what this is, let me just play you that really briefly.
We know that engagement with social media and our cell phones releases a chemical called dopamine. That's why when you get a text, it feels good.
So what the man just said there is very self-explanatory, because a lot of young people, they engage themselves in a lot of text and messages and phones, and this video really did help me with my idea because it helped me gain more insight and knowledge of how young people are. So I applied it into my production by Narcissus always using his mobile phone device by taking images, because he's so always self-conceited and very vain and proud of himself and his looks. So just show you some of my visual research that I undertook as well. So really, these images over here, they imply and show, they really do sell off my own production, and they really do highlight the sort of what my idea is about, without it giving away too many clues. So I've got over 62 images here, and also let me just show you my context. So, no. Actually, let me play you a short film of my, a short clip of my short film. So this is my title sequence that I did, and the title sequence, it shows look like a bush and flowers to sort of imply like Narcissus to really to make it stand up well.
Narcissus, a man so self-absorbed and disconnected from the outside world. It's obvious he thinks it's something special. Always snapping images, or some would call it selfies.
Yeah, so that was very self-explanatory. Also, let me show you my favourite shot that I did with Ophelia.
She can't.
That shot right there is my favourite shot because it's showing Ophelia's face expression, and it's showing that she's not very happy because her face fits in so well with the frame. Also, the voiceover that you hear is the voice of Zeus, and he is the Greek gods from the heavens who doesn't approve of Narcissus because of his proud and almost selfish ways. Also dogmatic, also because he doesn't like the fact that what he's doing and how Ophelia, this young lady here, could be, well, Narcissus could have been Zeus's potential son-in-law, but now Zeus is having second thoughts and thinking that Narcissus is not really worth his daughter Ophelia because of his ways.
I cannot even believe what Narcissus is doing.
Also, with this video that I uploaded on here, I got several feedback from the audience, and really what this helped me with, this helped me gain insight into how it worked well and the sort of things that I took into place. So I'm just looking that for you. For example, just my audience feedback. Just show you the responses here. So a number of people, they did answer relatively mixed answers, which is really what I wanted, so I can gain an awareness into what areas went wrong. And says here is my project inventive. 70% answered yes, because I really wanted an original and unique twist. I didn't want a similar production that is too common. I wanted it to be different and unique and original. Were you engaged throughout the production? It's 70% answered yes, because they claim that there is a bold narrative structure. Were there a variety of camera angles? This is interesting because 45% answered yes, whereas also the other 45% answered there wasn't enough camera angles. So these are some of the answers that I got from the lighting or colour in the production, if it looks good or not. So some answered yes, it looks great, and some said the lighting was okay, and this one here, the lighting colour works perfectly. So this really did help me apply any changes that I would possibly need in the future when dealing with another production. Let me just go back for you to here. So yeah, this is also I went on online forums such as Reddit, and it helped me with my idea because it showed me like more of the topic, and the conversation online made me gain more awareness and into what was needed and more. Also, I will just show you my part of my evaluation. What we have over here is just loading is the evaluation of research and context. So this is an evaluation of all the research and context that I did. So the picture of Dorian Gray, this was really helpful because what we have here is a very important quote that I applied to my idea by using Narcissus and telling the character to sort of to dress well and to look well and to really behave it at like a narcissist. These are the books that I did. The statistics, so this is secondary research. The narcissist test, are you too self-absorbed? BBC Three's target audience, and things like that really. So overall I really did enjoy the project. It's very helpful and very insightful, and I enjoyed it very much. So thank you for listening.